Hey, what's up folks, JayborinoPlays here, continuing Unification of Purifiers, a custom campaign for Starcraft 2 created by CybrosX. This is a 4-mission campaign following the Purifier faction of the Protoss. They just found some Terran and some Zerg still on Endion after they tried to purify the whole planet, so we are unraveling the mystery. We're on mission 3. Purificator is an improved version of the Immortal. The only difference is the weapon. Cybros. Near Tarsonis.
We have imprisoned one of their scientists. Perhaps he may explain these events.
Why would you Protoss be interested in our expedition? We haven't done anything to you.
You've attacked us. You are a threat to our homeworld. If you won't give us the information, my blade will help persuade you.
We were sent on Endion to test how difficult it is to control the Zerg mind. But we also have another objective. Our expedition was interested in the replication of Protoss technology.
Is it even possible? How can Terrans replicate our technology?
Teams of our scientists, led by Dr. Ortis, were obsessed by it. They were creating the first replicants over a matter of years. And now they have succeeded.
How dare you replicate our technology? If you want to live, you'll tell us where those replicators are.
I'll tell you everything you need to know. Being their test subject is not in my agenda. I'd rather serve a greater good.
So be it.
How terribly noble of that man.
We've got information about these replicators. They were built on Tarsonis in a small city. According to him, they cannot be damaged by anything except energy weapons. We must charge them with solarite energy to destroy them. The disruptor will be useful for this mission. Be on your guard, warrior.
Oh dear. Use disruptors? That's something I've really never had to do because I don't really play multiplayer. I really liking the look of this observer model and the purificator model. Real cool looking. Alrighty, let's go.
It looks like those are the replicators. We must charge them with the disruptor to end their research.
I think I can handle that.
Keep in mind you're able to create only one disruptor. It is unable to use its abilities to focus more solarite energy into the replicators. You're now able to warp in purificators. They're very effective against armored enemies.
Okay, I can get behind this.
The replicator will be overcharged. The disruptor will be destroyed, so you have to warp in another one.
We have deploy Phoenix, this is great. And still orbital strike, still deploy pylon, and matrix overload. That's wonderful. So the fact that we have deploy Phoenix is really, really excellent. I was told that this map is a little harder than the last two, and I don't know if a little or a lot or what have you. Actually, I was told that this is much harder, so we'll see what that really means. The last mission was not easy. It was pretty tough. I just want to build up some defenses here and get some solid income and just kind of get squared away with workers, and again, just mostly just building stuff so that we can feel comfortable to push out. I'd like to look for another base, and I'm feeling like maybe across this bridge seems like the location where I would expect one. Normally, when I'm loading the map up, you can see it in the editor, so you know, you take a little bit of a glance, a gander, if you will, at the mini-map. I really didn't this time, though, because there were some dependencies that needed to be loaded up because of the new patch. So, I just sort of stepped away from my computer and then came back and immediately tested the map, so I have no idea. I have no idea. That's what I'm coming down to here. So what do we got here? 20 and then 25 versus armored, relatively fast attack speed, that's okay. And then they still have barriers. So these are basically immortals. I'm really not sure how this damage compares to immortals. 25 damage, I feel like immortals do more than that.
The Zerg are going to attack. Sentinels, prepare your blades.
Oh, I need pylons. What a mistake I made today. Okay, let's grab ground weapons. Oh, that's cool. So its attacks look like the Annihilator attacks that you normally see. Also, it can attack air. So this is huge, actually. This is like a mix of a Dragoon and a well, an Annihilator, I suppose. I guess that's what I'd say it is. And we just get a lot of these The Sentinels will be in real good shape. All right, and here come the Terran. So again, the last mission was not easy. I am playing on hard difficulty, but I would say CybrosX's idea of difficulty is generally what you would consider for... can this attack air? No, it can't. Those are the adepts. Whoopsies. Of maybe like a brutal level in the campaign. In terms of enemy attack waves.
I'm detecting a structure which contains a very strange energy attacking our air units. If we destroy it, we can deploy a few void rays to help us in battle.
Now that would be very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and set up some... We got to set up some stuff here. So do we have... We do have reconstruction beam. Did we have that last mission? I don't think we did. That's very nice, though. Would you stop it? Would you lay off for like a second? Okay, I really like the look of that Purificator attack. It's really, really neat looking. So let's get a robo facility. Let's get another gateway. Over there is fine. Okay, and now, as we, oversaturate on probes here, we can start setting up a few of these, whatever these were called again. Siege cannons. No shield batteries, unfortunately, and then we need a cybernetics core. Well, for now, let's just go ahead and set up cannons. Now, without any unit support, these cannons are sort of worthless. You saw in the last mission, they sort of died right away, like right away. So it's hard to say if they're really worth it or not. But the fact that we have this matrix overload is really, really, really good. I like it a lot. I don't know what's going on with these SCVs, where they're trying to go.
Nice one. Eliminated warriors. Now.
Oh, look, there's some minerals here. That's handy. Okay, so I'm going to use my Purificator on the worm. And the big question is, where are they going to continue to attack from? If the worm keeps coming up there, it might be worth throwing down some siege cannons to block it off. And there's the Disruptor campaign unit. Can charge the enemy replicators. All right. So let's get in here and get another Purificator. Now, at least our cannons are being repaired. And there's enemy, that's right, and there's enemy Protoss too because of the replicators. So these are called Black Hand. And as you can see, the enemy are just attacking virtually non-stop. I just need to go ahead and just try to set up more cannons and just sort of keep our roll going here and hopefully find another base. So let's get our cyber core so we can get some energizers. Where do we want to put this? Down here is fine. Could get another forge. Let's go ahead and change this. And we have a Phoenix deploy set up here. So as soon as we can deploy Phoenix, we should... Well, we can now, actually. We should go find an enemy base and just do what we can. Okay, so I'm going to set up these cannons. That's a bit overkill. Phoenix, I mean, if he's the same Phoenix from the campaign, can most likely wipe out an entire enemy base by himself. We just need to go and find one that we want to wipe. So this isn't quite an enemy base. Not really worth a Phoenix deploy, but maybe up this ramp? I'm not sure. This is fine. We're going to need some more anti-air. But the fact that there's money all over the map is very, very nice, and we'll just slowly creep out in each direction. And this is about as much as we can afford right now, I'd say. All right, let's get those resonating glaives, and... Do we need observers? I mean, until I see a reason to need an observer, I'm not going to make one, even though those observers look really, really cool. Well, we can use an observer to scout, so let's go ahead and get this Purificator out and then grab an observer. We're going to need more pylons, and I'd say we're on track. Even though the enemy is attacking very, very frequently, we should be pretty safe. And again, because we have... Well, we lost a cannon there, but because we have the reconstruction beam, I don't know if I should have expected to see it over here on the left. Or maybe we're going to get even another thing, and just because we're purifiers, we get the reconstructing beam. I'm not sure. But either way, because we have that, our cannons are going to be a little bit more effective. Let's go ahead and get that observer out. And really just more pylons so that we can continue making sure that we constantly have pylon power for our, whatever it's called, matrix overload. Not used to using that, so I don't really remember what it's called. We'll get ground weapons. We do have some survivability with our sentinels. And what can we build here? Just that robo facility. Okay. Resonating glaives is done, so getting more adepts would be nice. The thing about adepts is, I mean, sentinels are really good against light units. Adepts, I mean, probably better against Terran than they are against Zerg. I don't know. I'm making that up. Let's go ahead and send this observer out. It's just, you know, their range. Sentinels are going to rip through Zerglings anyway, so that's why I would generally think that the... Is this what we want to do? What is this? A spitter? What the devil? I mean, that is definitely a unit that we've seen from Shadow of the Brood. That's very, very interesting. I think we're just going to move up and drop Phoenix right in the middle of that base. In fact, let's just do that. And give me vision, and then just drop him right there. And let's see if he can wipe this out himself. He's actually probably going to go down here. No. It looks like he just gets his shields back, like, instantly. Yeah, he's invulnerable. So he's going to do a lot of damage here. Wiping out this base would be nice. All right, let's move our stuff up here. Okay, let's move on here and get rid of this Nidus Worm. And let's just get more of these purificators. So let's go ahead and hotkey this. Okay, and Orbital Strike is great. Let's see, here they come to attack me from there, but I feel pretty comfortable. It really just depends on how far away those Nidus Worms are going to slowly be attacking me from. Because if they start attacking me from a lot further away, and we have to, like, push out each time, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. We just got to be using Phoenix pretty much every time he's up. Let's go ahead and get more Energizers. And it's tempting to get even another Robo Bay, because apparently we can afford it. Not Robo Bay, Robo Facility. I'm sure somebody loses their mind every time I misspeak about a specific unit. So I think they're rebuilding all this stuff, so we probably want to attack up here as soon as possible. We're going to have to destroy this sooner rather than later. The question is, how frequently will this stuff be rebuilt? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. We lost all of our adepts too. Let's go ahead and remake some of those, and we really need some Sentinels as the meat to stand in front of everything. And this is going to be tricky because I don't know where a base is, and if I can't find a base soon, I'm going to be in major, major trouble. And I really want to push down this base, but I don't know if that's what I need to do right away. I think as long as we just keep going in with Phoenix. I'm not sure what that line was. I think that's just saying they're coming to attack us soon. Okay, so I'm just going to make a lot of these purificators because they're very good. Okay, the fact that they have barrier and all that, and more adepts to deal with the light units in the meantime. Okay, it's going pretty well. We're going to need more support over here. That probably was not necessary, but that's okay. Let's move up in this direction. I'd like to get rid of that Zerg base up there. I don't know how much of an effect that base up there really has on... How much this base here really has on the Zerg being reinforced, I'm not sure. It's not something that really concerns me that much. Let's move in and drop Phoenix here. I think this was probably worth it, and if we're lucky, there'll be some minerals. Yes, they are building off of this hatchery, so they may be using this hatchery to reinforce elsewhere. Whoa, Phoenix really wanted to charge at that spore colony, huh? Spore crawler. Okay, looking good. We're gonna get more adepts. We have these guys coming up. Okay, and he's leaving. That's fine. And another big base down there, and I don't really feel comfortable pushing into that. So let's just keep going in another direction. I like these spitter strange. I think that's what we've seen from Shadow of the Brood with the Broodwalkers. So that's where that model came from, I believe. Unless it's something slightly different that I don't recognize. All right, so they're still constantly attacking from this direction. It's not that bad. I'm really just waiting for Phoenix to come up again so we can push down another base. All right, here come these folks. Get out of there. All right, so with this amount of purificators, I'd say we're in really good shape. It's just finding the enemy bases proper. Can we... That is a building edge, I think. I had an issue like this when I played... Oh dear. These can attack air, can't they? Get attacking. I just realized that they're, what's happening here? I think everything's out of range. There we go. Well, that's what we had to do. We're going to start attacking the other direction here very soon once Phoenix is up. Let's go ahead and rebuild these. And I guess let's build some more over here. And we just need a few of these zealots. Now, the nice thing is that this Matrix Overload does last for a little bit of time once you leave the pylon field. And I gotta open up these energizers at times. I need to find another base, very badly. And of course, this is all rebuilt. Alright, Nidus Worm. Yep, and it's further away this time. So yeah, when I played Nova Covert Ops, I had a little issue here. Like, there was a similar camera angle, and I couldn't really, like, see up the ramp. And it was challenging for me, because I felt like such an idiot because of that. I'd like to push down to this side of ice and get myself some fatty Void Rays. That would be really, really nice, especially if they come with some upgrades. And even if they don't, they'll still be really nice. Okay, and there are those Sentinels. They're doing their job. Okay, and yeah, as we slowly push out more and more, you know, we're struggling because it seems like the Nidus Worms are coming from farther and farther away, which is going to cause problems. More Purificators. There come the Pylons. And I would say Zealots are fine. Not Zealots. Sentinels. Again, I'm sure some diehard StarCraft fan dies a little inside every time I mispronounce a specific unit. So it looks like this area up here is the first one. Let's grab this. Anti-air is going to be our bane. We're going to have to really rely on adepts here. Get up the ramp. Drop Phoenix right there.
This area must be secured. When the disruptor will charge the replicator, defenses must be prepared.
Okay, so he says we're going to need defenses for that. I'm going to make cannons up here? I don't think so. I think we just sit up here with our army and we would be fine. Right, Phoenix is leaving. I'd like to just keep blasting through here. Okay, one of you needs to open up here. Make me some zealots. And we are... Yeah, okay, we definitely destroyed this. We just take this base. We set up some cannons here, so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to grab my probe, come on over in this direction. And we're going to have to build this. Alright, and we have to secure this area right now. And I was a little nervous about this. I can always orbital strike if these banelings... Alright, let's orbital strike right now. So like this... That's going to kill... Oh, wow, that didn't kill all of them, but we're going to be just fine right now. This is a little further back than it needs to be. Disruptor, move away. I think what's happening right now is they're trying to reinforce this area as opposed to sending out an attack wave, which is quite frustrating. Let's go ahead and throw down a pylon here. My disruptor is here. Okay, and then they're reinforcing from behind, too. So maybe what I could do is set up some cannons here. I really want to destroy this stuff. This is dangerous. Are we okay at home? We are. We don't have orbital strike either, but if we get rid of some of these production buildings... Whoa, those tech reactors look awesome. Okay, this is good. The disruptor's just along for the ride. All right, everybody come back. Oh, I see what happened there. That stupid Banshee. So set up some cannons. That should be fine for now. Come over here. And I need to take this base. Okay. I was gonna say, where is my probe? He's in there somewhere. There we go. Please make this. And they're constantly attacking me from the other side, too. I just want these cannons to finish. Okay, and we're gonna get some adepts. And as long as we're safe from the Zerg, I'm keeping my eye on it. And then let's come on down here and grab the Void Rays. It seems like they are able... Yeah, they have some sort of base back here. I don't know if they have production back here or what, but either way, we're destroying it. This is good. Now we're set up and properly defensible. There's the Void Rays. Get out of there, buddy. I mean, we are able to repair them, so we should be in good shape. Great, great, great. So this is gone. It seemed like they were sending units from this defense to come and reinforce this, which is awesome. Okay, so throw down geysers, and again, I'm going slowly but surely right here. Okay, more pylons, and let's just keep adding to our army. How are we doing here? This area is fine. Let's see, so let's go ahead and keep making more pylons, because we need those. And let's well, it's not time to transfer probes yet, but soon enough. Okay, Disruptor, let's go ahead and, well, let's wait for those cannons, because we don't know exactly what we're up against. I'm also going to quick save. Pretty large attacks. I would say this is sort of what I would have expected, and this is before I even... What's going on here? All right, this requires an orbital strike, I'd say. And a few Sentinels should be able to... Oh, I hate to do this. I really didn't want to have to do that, but... I think these Sentinels could have survived, but unfortunately I could not risk it. Okay, let's get this defense set up again, and let's go ahead and throw the Disruptor down. I'm just gonna start rallying probes like crazy.
Defend the Disruptor.
Oh, of course.
The charging must be complete.
And it's gone. Okay, well, I suppose I should have expected that. That's just one asshole Banshee that I left behind. Like, I mean, they rebuilt it and they just sent it back there. What a crock of shit right there. All right, so let's go ahead and make more adepts because we need them to attack air. Let's go ahead and get level 2 shields, and we need to rebuild cannons here. Like, we'll just make a lot of them. So we had like 4 before. We're gonna make the same group. No, that's not quite enough. We also have orbital strike. Okay, constant. All right, this again. Oh my word. All right, let's send some units home. Let's leave some of them here. Deliver reinforcements. That's a neat little thing that I've not heard before. God, Disruptor again! Okay, well, that's okay. It's all right. To a certain extent, you know, I can only be so frustrated with this as I didn't really set up my defense as it should have been before, but it's just like unrelenting attack waves that never stop. Also, the enemy rebuilds. Like, this is just annoying is what it is. Okay, so give me another Disruptor. I don't have enough pilots. Oh my god. Okay, so let's send these over here. I'm sure that out there's some that delight in my frustration, but, you know, it's like almost purposefully annoying than anything else at this point. It really is. All right, make this. We have units here. Probes come over here and make a pylon here so we can finally set up defense in this area. This is seemingly fine right now. Just need pylons, and here come these attacks. Yeah, see, the Zerg are just attacking constantly, and it's mostly fine. It's just, again, slightly... Like, their attacks are obviously ramping up, too, so I would say it's good difficulty. Oh, get out of there, probe. You know, I just lost my cool there for a brief moment. But you can't do anything without being, like, 100% prepared. That's the main thing. Like, you have to be completely prepared. Like, look at this. Okay, good. And is my Disruptor here yet? No, come back. No, I couldn't make it because it was under construction. You guys need to just stay here. I'll make even more in the back. Okay, I'm gonna start transferring some probes up here. These are mild attacks that we can handle, I think. I like that anti-air attack from the siege cannons. And Disruptor, you're on your way. Okay, we're gonna make all these cannons here. Okay, good. We're gonna make another cannon over here because they really, really like to send a lot of Banshees our way. Okay, Disruptor, make your way on over here, and I have a feeling we're gonna be running out of money even though we took a second base. I have a feeling we're gonna be in trouble. See, look at this. It's the same attack again.
Defend the Disruptor. The charging must be complete.
Okay, we should be able to defend against those, and I was nervous that those were the hero-type Banshees, but they're not. Okay, so let's wipe this out. And then I really want to go up here and get rid of this Zerg base, because I'm tired of these giant Zerg attacks. More Guardians. That's what we can use these Void Rays for. I'm glad we got these. I really like the skins on them, too. So apologies for my complaints. Just lost my cool there for a brief moment. Oh, wow, they're Destroyer Void Rays, too. They've got the, well, it's a Purification Beam, but it is, you know, it's not. It's whatever the Destroyer Beam was from before. All right, Terran trying to wipe us out here, but I think I'm set up properly. 1 minute left. They're not really sending anything huge my way. See, I could wipe the Terran out completely, but I can handle those Banshees now that I know where they're coming from. So come on up here. We're going to make more of those just in case they like to send more air attacks my way. And I would really like to get rid of these Zergs. So I think I'm going to go up for this top left one first. Okay, and I lost my other robo facility, so let's make another one. And we're going to have to make another disruptor as well. Well, I'm glad I made these. Nice. Get in there, Adept. Cool, that's done. And here comes this attack again.
The first replicator is destroyed. Move on to another one.
Okay, so I see now what, you know, people were referring to when they said, well, Deltron was the one, he's like, this one's a lot harder than the other mission. And I see now why. It is noticeably harder. Okay, let's make some Sentinels here to help defend in this general area. With this amount of cannons, it's just like a meat grinder. They're moving in, like, and we're just wiping them out, which is great. Okay, so now, Zerg, it's your turn. I'm tired of these triple Ultralisk, triple Guardian attacks. You're going down. You made me lose my cool when I was recording. I mean, that's what makes these maps fun sometimes, is you don't know what to expect. You know, I thought I was set up pretty well at the beginning, and then, oh, well, here's like an overwhelming Zerg attack that you didn't really expect. And again, that's kind of what makes this interesting and fun. So let's go ahead and get some more Energizers. I could probably afford to get more Gateways, too. So turn that off, and let's do this. Because, yeah, we have money, but I'm just a little nervous that as we move on, it's going to get harder. And you know what? With Energizer Sentries, we can use that Matrix Overload to our advantage as we attack. Okay, so I'm going to drop Phoenix down here. Perhaps not the best spots. Actually, no, there's a ton of enemies down here, so this is fine. Got Ravagers here, which apparently do friendly fire, as many people so gleefully pointed out that I made a mistake about in the past. Let's get rid of these Ultralisks because they're going to tear apart my melee units. Phoenix doing his best to help us. Getting rid of this base is just enormously helpful. It really is. We're losing a lot of... Oh, it's Lurkers. Oh, get out of there. Oh, get out of there. And we have an Observer. So, Observer, move in. We lost so many of our ground forces to that. Okay, so move these guys away because of the Guardians, and then we need more Adepts because we lost, like, all of them, and then we can open up these and make more. Stop! Okay, no. I thought that was something else. We have one Energizer Sentry, so we can make more. Ah, Dragoons. I wonder where those came from. Alright, so undo this, and move on in. We can see the Lurkers now. Okay, and once again, I'm going to do what I did last time and kill the Ultralisks. Okay, and now that the Lurkers are gone, we're fine. There's more Lurkers. Wait a minute. Where did those units come from? Oh, no, they came from a little further back, actually. Hold position here. Okay, and we're still pushing in. It's just a little dicey. Let's go ahead and get more Adepts. So we need that anti-air in case we're gonna need anti-air. So let's be on the lookout for Lurkers. There's another one there. And I don't see any Lurkers. It's so hard to notice Lurkers. In Brood War, they had a really distinctive sound, and they don't now, so that's why it's a little tricky. Interesting, something's going on with this bridge. It seems like only a small part of it is movable. Oh, there's another base back there. We want to destroy that area, too, because that's where the enemies are coming from. Okay, and then Immortals. I just made a lot of Purificators. Let's go ahead and change those, my chrono fields, and what's going on over here. This is fine. The Terran attacks are getting a little more frequent and harrowing. There we go. I really like those anti-air attacks. Okay, so there's a Zerg base up here that we cannot attack. So unfortunately, I think the Zerg are just going to be a constant pain in our ass. Because I saw a Zerg attack come out from that area. There's just a Zerg base that's off the screen, and that's where the enemies are coming from. So we have to come up here. Let's go ahead and make our disruptor next. And hopefully it won't get caught out, because that would be real frustrating. Yep, so these attacks might as well be spawned. I know they're not spawned. They're being built from a Zerg base back there, but we can't destroy it. So it's like the same as if it's just spawned, unfortunately. Let's move up in this direction. We do have Phoenix. We want to be using him.
Purify this location. The replicator must be eliminated.
Okay, we're gonna throw Phoenix down here. Void Ray's still alive. We may have lost one Void Ray at some point, but I don't think so. Okay, we're gonna send our Purifier up, or our Disruptor up in this location. And I thought that grabbing this location would set a bunch of enemies on me, and it doesn't seem like it did. So let's just leave my units here. Meanwhile, we can make, you know, sentinels back home. And be on the lookout for another base, too. Okay. So, yeah, it seems like they are sending a few units. But I have so many of these purificators. We're in really, really good shape. Haha! Nice boost, asshole. I like those flame tanks. They're really cool. This is just prime for an orbital strike. We just got to keep them bottlenecked on this bridge. Oh, get up there. Oh, of course. Of course this is going to happen. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now, I understand it's my own fault, but you have to understand I'm frustrated just because I feel like I've wasted my own time. And that, you know, that's what I did. I've wasted my own time because of these mistakes. I thought, oh, I'll keep them bottlenecked on the ramp. False. You're just gonna keep giving yourself problems, apparently. Get them, Sentinels. Okay, well, that's because I F2'd. They rebuilt these buildings. All right, here comes our Disruptor again. So this time, I guess let's wipe some of this out. And let's just sit right on top of it. Fuck, I don't care. We're just gonna sit right on the. We're just gonna sit up here. And if that's what we have to do, that's what we're gonna do. More Banshees. All right. Just. Whoa, God. I don't want to have to build another one. I don't want to have to build another one. Just stay down here. You guys move up here. Okay, and yeah, our Void Rays just don't do very well against those Banshees. Okay, just hang out. We're gonna make Adepts because apparently that's what we need to counter those stupid Banshees that are bothering us. What's going on down here? We're slowly losing cannons at a very slow rate. So let's just go ahead and remake those. And let's just wait it out, all right? We're just going to wait it out. I'm not going to fuck around this time. I've blown it, what, like, I've lost like 3 or 4 Disruptors. It's crazy how poorly I've played this. So it's tough because as you push across the map, you need to retain control at every single area you branch out to. So you have to hold on to this bridge. You have to continue holding this because the Zerg do not let up. I could just make like 20 cannons right here, but that's just against the spirit of the map. Even though, you know, I've been saying that, it's, you know, the spawned attacks, you have no way to counter them. That's one thing, but it's still against the spirit of the map to just outright bottleneck the Zerg in from, you know, an off-base map that they have. So I don't plan on ever doing that. Okay, they're 3-3. I can only be 2-2. And yeah, the AI is tough to deal with. Again, it's like when playing on hard, brutal level must be quite a bit more challenging, but I suppose if I would have been a bit more aggressive, if I would have expected that amount of Banshees to come in from, you know, both locations, this area and this area, if I would have maybe thought about that first, then I wouldn't have had too much of a problem. But, you know, there was no way I could have known that. So I just sort of chanced it, and, you know, fool me once, shame on really nobody. Fool me twice, shame on me for making the same mistake over and over and over again.
Still active.
Okay, so I'm not gonna fuck this one up. I'm going for the win. It's up here. So let's ignore the Terran base and swing down in this direction. Let's clean this out. And I don't really want to fuck around with these Zerglings, so let's destroy them. And can this stuff hold out by itself? Yes, it can. Okay, great. And I need to make another probe. Observer, why don't you come on up here so we can keep tabs on when they come in to attack me? And I'd say it's time. My disruptor's hanging out in my base. Not my second base. Okay, so we should be able to push up here. I'm just gonna drop Phoenix up here.
This replicator must be destroyed. Prepare the disruptor to charge the replicator.
Okay, here it comes. I'm just gonna throw it right on the beacon because my army's here and it's gonna stay here. Okay, we need adepts. Holy shit. Is Phoenix in here? Because this is where he needs to be right now. Disruptor, get on there. Okay, good.
The disruptor begin charging. Protect it until it's done.
Okay, we need to back up. We need to hang out. We need to just hang out. Let's just wait. Let them come to us. Let them come to us. We have a slight high ground advantage, and unless they make air units, which I think we wiped out their last starport unless they have more, it looks like they're sending a lot of stuff here. Okay, and I think I'm gonna assume we're good here. I mean, we have way more than enough adepts to deal with those really annoying banshees. We've got our matrix overload. So for a minute we have to hold on, and let's leave some adepts. Let's leave the adepts back to cover us from banshees. Because look, they're trying to sneak in medevacs and such. Okay, they're attacking us from both sides. 1 minute. We just need to hold on. We just need to hold on. Give me some sentinels. I don't want to have to do this, so I'm not going to. Let's just wait for a cooldown, and I will make adepts to deal with that. So the first one, it seemed like they really didn't send units out at us, and now it seems like they are, which is pretty neat. You know, it ramps up in difficulty, and so do the attack waves in general. They are not easy. I am liberally using orbital strike. And I've used Phoenix every time I push into a base, or almost every time. If he's been off cooldown, I've used him, so. There we go. That's right, adepts. Cool.
Well done, warriors. These fanatics will show themselves no more. This victory will be ours.
Oh, it is.
All the replicators were destroyed, but we must eliminate their doctor. It must end, once and for all.
Eliminate their doctor, that's probably the last mission. So again, admittedly, I lost my cool there unjustifiably. You know, if you were me, you'd get a little frustrated too when you're getting attacked in 3 different areas and your mission-specific unit keeps getting wiped out by 1 or 2 banshees. It's just getting under my skin a little bit, so it happens. But I did complete it. Challenging mission, definitely a big difficulty spike compared to the first 2. And I'll see you in mission 4. See you next time. Bye now.